What's up, everybody? It is week 3, day 6 of our daily fitness challenge, which means we are doing some core today on this Saturday morning or afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching this. If you're doing it at the evening, you really should have did it earlier in the morning, but we're going to forget about that. So today's exercise, we're doing core exercises. I have 3 exercises set up for us. You are going to choose one of the 3 to do. So we have a hard one, we have a medium one, and then we have one of the easier one. So the first one, the hard one, is called a V-up. The medium one is called some toe taps, and the last one is kind of just a modification of the toe taps, but we'll get into that more later in the video. So for right now, I'm going to go over what a V-up is. I'm going to show you how to do it. And yeah, so to start off the V-up, you're going to lay on your back with your hands above your head, just like this, and your feet laid out flat on the ground. Now, the point of this is to engage your core and raise your upper body up to a point where you can tap your feet that will also be elevated off of the ground. So that will look something like this. So during this exercise, it's really important to make sure that your feet are not slamming into the ground after you touch them. You're tapping them, and then you're controlling yourself back into a position just like this, where your feet are hovering above the ground and your arms are off of the ground, because to do that, it still engages the core. So that exercise is more about control, so you're not just slamming yourself up, tapping your toes, and then flopping back on the ground. You're controlling yourself through the whole exercise. So that was a V-up. Now, the next exercise, the medium one, is called toe taps. So to do this one, you will also be laying on your back. You're going to put your legs nice and straight up into the air, and for this one, all you're going to do is you're just going to tap your toes. For that one, you want to try to avoid swinging yourself up for that. So it's just a nice controlled tap. It's a little easier because you're not having to focus on moving the weight of your lower body. You're just trying to contract yourself so that way you can reach and touch those toes. Now, if even doing the toe taps are still proving difficult, what you can do, I'm just going to call it a head raise. You'll lift your feet up in the air, and then you're going to put your hands behind your head, and you're just going to try to raise your head up to your knees. You don't have to make it all the way up to your knees. You're just trying to crunch your core so that way you can get your head off of the ground. Try to raise your shoulders off of the ground when you're doing the head raises, just so that way you know that you're really engaging that core. Like I said before in the video, when you are doing this, you are only choosing one of these exercises to do for your sets. Remember, we have 5 sets, 2 minutes each, and record the last set and send it into the Google Drive. The Google Classroom, so that way we have visual proof of you doing it. I will see you on Monday's video. Enjoy the exercise. These are tough ones, so if you do need to take breaks in between those 2 minutes, do so. Make sure that they're short, and just keep track of it. So with the V-ups, when you touch your toes and then you go back down, that counts as 1. For toe taps, as soon as you touch your toes, that is 1. And then for the head raises, as soon as your shoulder blades leave the ground and you come back down, that will be 1. So record yourself on a video. Make sure that you record it down on the tracking sheet, and I will see you in next Monday's video.